Chile has only a couple of laws that protect animals, but they're not focused on the way animals live. It means that they don't worry about how animals are treated. That's one of the biggest discussions in our country, because there are thousands of dogs living on the streets with no food and no shelter. So every single person that decides to have a pet must be responsible of it. There are so many issues that we need to solve about animal rights. For example, is it right to use them in scientific experiments or let them die on the streets while you can rest in a warm bed? And also, what do you think about circus and zoos? Are they the best place for animals that should be living in Africa? Animal rights is the idea that some or all non-human animals are rightly fully permitted to the possession of their own lives. In fact, their most basic interests, such as not suffering, should have the same consideration as the similar interests of human beings. Groups as protectionists and abolitionists demand that all animals should have the same rights and not be a privilege for a few animals like pets. One of the most important subjects that protectionists fight for is that animals should no longer be viewed as property or used as food, clothing, research subjects, or entertainment. Factors that may affect attitudes related with animal rights include gender, occupation, level of education, and religion. Critics of animal rights argue that animals are unable to enter into a social contact, and that's why they cannot be possessors of rights.
So, now that we know a little bit more about animal rights, we have to talk about something very delicate, something that is happening right in front of us, but we don't see it, or we pretend not to see it. In our opinion, this thing should be banned in every place of the world, because there is no excuse to do it. And this thing is animal testing. Animal testing is a very controversial subject. It refers to the experimentation carried out on animals. It is used to assess the safety and effectiveness of everything from medication to cosmetics, as well as understanding how the human body works. Those against it would reply that animal testing creates pain and suffering. They would pretend to define animal testing as nothing more than animal suffering. On the other hand, those who support animal testing might define it as experimentation that uses animals to benefit humans, where it saves lives and provides vital medical treatments. Animal testing only occurs if there is no other viable alternative to the methods. Animal testing might take place at universities, medical schools, pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies, and military defense establishments. Some of the products that commonly involve animal testing are cosmetics, drugs, food additives, supplements, household products, pesticides, and industrial chemicals. As a consumer, you have a lot of power to help put an end to animal testing. By purchasing cosmetics and other products that are not tested on animals and by supporting compassionate charities, you send a powerful message to corporations and organizations that they will not receive your hard-earned money as long as they continue conducting inhumane tests on animals. Hundreds of thousands of animals are poisoned, blinded, and killed every year in outdated product tests for cosmetics, personal care products, household cleaning products, and even fruit juices. Although more than 1,000 companies have banned all animal tests forever, some corporations still force substances into animal stomachs and drip chemicals into rabbits' eyes. These tests are not required by law, and they often produce inaccurate or misleading results. Even if a product has blinded an animal, it can still be marketed to you. Unfortunately, scientists have developed sophisticated product tests that are faster, cheaper, and far more accurate than blinding and poisoning tests, which were developed in the 1920s. Human cell cultures and tissue studies and artificial human skin and eyes mimic the body's natural properties, and a number of computer virtual organs serve as accurate models of human body parts. All of that is proof enough to stop this animal massacre, and to think about how cruel humans can be.
When the days are cold and the cards all fold and the saints we